upcoming events on FloGrappling. I think the big one that we revealed on Friday night was, of course, that Who's Number One is coming back on April 30th, and it is Craig Jones versus Tye Ruotolo.
That's a fun match.
It's a great match.
And I love how fired up Tye is. You haven't seen the interview yet, but we did spend quite a bit of time with Tye and Craig getting all of the footage together for these cool promos we've been cutting. The one thing Tye said was, people are going to count me out on this. Craig's a dominant no-gi guy. I'm kind of up and coming, but I'm here to win. I'm here to impose myself. And I like that attitude. It was fun, spicy.
Oh, absolutely. And it's kind of crazy when you think about the fact that Tye is ranked number 3 in the 170-pound division, whereas Craig is ranked at number 4 in the 205-pound division. Now, obviously, Tye has been growing just so fast over the last couple of years. I have no idea exactly what he weighs now, but I'm pretty sure he's well north of 170. He's probably 180, 185, thereabouts. But, he's a lot bigger than you may think. He's just, he's still young. He's just growing so fast. And, of course, Craig is a legit 205-pounder. He's right up there, the high 190s, around the 200 mark. But he knows that he's got a target on his back. He knows that Tye's going to come out and try and take his head off.
All the better. I mean, it's gonna be a fun match. If you've watched a single Ruotolo match between Tye or his brother Cade, you know that they're nonstop action, super aggressive, and I think Craig matches up well for that, because if he has a cagey opponent who likes to play on the outside on the perimeter, well, we've seen what happens in those matches. It's not always the most exciting. Corey, what do you make of this matchup?
Yeah, I'm really I'm impressed by Tye's confidence going into this for sure. How many people can you think of that are confident in a matchup against Craig Jones? But I'm really excited to see what his movement style, and especially that leg pinning passing we've been seeing him do, how that might neutralize some of the early threats from Craig Jones' leg locks. If Craig bails from the leg lock strategy, what else are we going to see from him? There's a lot of interesting things at play in this matchup for sure.
That is a great question. Tye's leg lock defense looked phenomenal against Nicky Ryan, and obviously Nicky's an all-rounder, but just like anybody else who trains in John Danaher has a mastery of the lower body attacks. But Tye versus Craig is a different animal, and I got to say that looking at it strategically, you have to think that Tye is not going to go into a leg lock attack against Craig. He's going to be headhunting, right? He's going to be going for either for that DARS, or he's going to be looking to get the back and work on a choke there. But he'd have to work hard, because Craig's guard is pretty phenomenal, especially if he can lock you down into like that Z guard, right?
I mean, I think that's the question at hand, right? Like, how does Tye play a distance game, and where does he enter? But it's definitely going to be looking for a scramble. He's called his game something to the effect of controlled chaos, where people may think it's a scramble, but really Tye is forcing a reaction,
right?
And that's what he's looking for. So,
but I mean, if you want an example of how Craig is able to handle explosive, dynamic opponents, just go back and look what he did with Ronaldo Jr.
It's true.
So Ronaldo, of course, is very much like Tye in that respect. Maybe not quite as unpredictable, but still very dangerous and very fast and very explosive, and has a very similar kind of passing style. And Craig was able to find that submission. Didn't take him that long, really.
We'll be rolling out the rest of these matches coming to Who's Number One April 30th this week.
Every day this week.
There are some solid bangers on the card. It's going to be